With the Newcastle United men's team having had a summer of change, the women's team have had a summer of upheaval. Captain Amber Keegan-Stobbs, amongst others, have been moved on, with several ambitious signings arriving, not to mention moving home games from Kingston Park, just north of the city, to the Gateshead International Stadium, in what feels like a huge turning point for Becky Langley's side going into this important season. They began their Women's Super League 2 campaign last weekend with a 2-1 win away from home against Nottingham Forest Women, which was the perfect start in what is expected to be a big season. Their first home game at the International Stadium sees them play host to Sheffield United Women. In particular, though, playing in Gateshead will see Newcastle playing their home fixtures on a grass pitch, something they didn't have at Kingston Park, which was, of course, artificial. Other teams in the league have grass pitches at their home venues, but last season for Newcastle saw them having to constantly adjust from playing on an artificial surface to playing on a grass one. Becky Langley made clear the impact this will have in what is a pivotal season for her side in terms of their ambitions.
Yeah, the grass pitch gives us that opportunity to play a different style of football, a style of football where we can be more ball dominant. It's a larger pitch, so we can hopefully exploit the spaces a bit more. And like I say, it's an absolute carpet at Gateshead now, so we'll be able to play in a really front foot and offensive style of football, which is what we want to do. So yeah, really excited about that. And the surface, really helps with the injury status of our players. The grass is much better for the players in terms of training and playing on artificial surfaces. So the club's commitment to ensuring that we're on the grass pitches in both our training venue and our match venue is a really positive step forward.
Given the experience Langley now has leading Newcastle United Women, it was important to note just whether she feels as if she is the most complete version of herself.
Yeah, I think I've evolved across the seasons I've been here because there's been very different challenges. The pace of which I've had to keep up is really quick. So you've got to keep up skilling yourself, and that comes from learning from great people that you work with, whether that's staff or players. And it's doing a lot of education alongside what we're doing to study and be that a student of the game, I guess. But yeah, I'm probably in the best place I've ever been in terms of my knowledge and understanding and how to manage players, how to be a good coach on the grass as well. But I've still got so much more to give. So I'm definitely not a finished article, if that's the question. But yeah, I'm still learning. And I think as long as I'm showing that willingness to keep upskilling, I think, yeah, I'm in a good position.
And following the summer of upheaval at Newcastle United Women, Langley outlined just what her ambitions are for the club ahead of the rest of the campaign.
Absolutely. I think it's that, I've wanted to take a team from Tier 4 to Tier 1. That was my vision in terms of when I first joined. And yeah, until we get there, I won't be satisfied. And then I guess once I get there, I'll be like, I want to win the WSL now. I want to get into European football. I want to win an FA Cup final. So we want Champions League football for our women's team. I think that was the original ambition from our co-owners and owners, a couple of years ago, where they said they wanted that for the men and the women. So yeah, I think we've just got to keep striving forward and keep pushing to achieve those aims. But it'll take absolutely everyone, and it's not going to be plain sailing. So we need to manage the wins and the losses, and make sure we've got the endurance for the season ahead.
It's obvious listening to Becky Langley speak that she sees no limit as to what Newcastle United Women can achieve, and that she wants to be front and centre of that and take this club from the lower leagues right to the very top of women's football, not just in this country but on the continent as well. She has already experienced plenty of success with Newcastle, but that clearly isn't enough, mirroring the ambition of Eddie Howe and the men's team. An important season lies ahead, with more promotion places up for grabs, which Langley and Newcastle will have their sights set firmly on.